The first prescription ever written was carved into a clay tablet in 2100 BCE Mesopotamia, a remedy for digestive distress featuring crushed apple pulp, honey, and coriander. The patient, a merchant prince gorged on roasted meats and date wine, likely didn't know he was participating in humanity's earliest documented experiment in microbiome management. As his slaves mashed the apple's fibrous flesh, they unleashed a sticky molecule called pectin, nature's original gut gardener, beginning a 4,000-year journey to understand how this humble fruit shapes our inner ecosystem. Apples guard their secrets in plain sight. That innocuous white flesh conceals a microscopic metropolis, air pockets forming 25% of the fruit's volume, channels ferrying nutrients from stem to calyx, and a pectin matrix holding it all together like botanical mortar. This architectural genius serves dual purposes, allowing apples to float, a trait exploited by Johnny Appleseed planting riverside orchards, and creating the perfect delivery system for gut-nourishing fiber. Ancient Persians grasped this duality, baking whole apples in clay ovens until their pectin-rich cores oozed into medicinal syrups. Greek physicians like Galen prescribed roasted apples for melancholic bowels, unaware they were seeding patients' guts with bifidobacterium fuel. The pectin story truly ripened in 1790s France, where Napoleon's chefs discovered apple pomace, post-cider pulp, could gel jams without expensive citrus. This pectin phenomenon caught the eye of chemist Henri Braconnot, who isolated the sticky substance in 1825. But it took until 1947 for Dr. Dennis Burkitt, studying rural Africans' robust digestion, to connect apples' roughage with microbiome health. His eureka moment came watching Ugandan children eat wild apples skin and all, their stools teeming with Akkermansia bacteria now known to thrive on pectin's complex polysaccharides. Let's follow a pectin molecule's odyssey. Imagine a New England autumn morning, crunching into a tart Honeycrisp, its skin resisting then yielding like nature's cellophane. As molars grind the flesh, pectin escapes cell walls in soluble strands, slipping past stomach acids unharmed. In the colon's dark fermentative chambers, Bacteroids Thetaeotheomicron bacteria deploy 260 specialized genes to dismantle pectin's rhamnogalacturonin backbone. This microbial feast produces short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, butyrate molecules that heal colon walls, acetate fueling liver metabolism, propionate quieting immune overreactions. Meanwhile, insoluble pectin fragments from the apple's core act as intestinal brooms, sweeping along Clostridium spores that might otherwise overcolonize. This invisible ballet explains why 85-year-old Hilda from Normandy, who's eaten a baked apple nightly since World War II, shows gut microbiota resembling a 30-year-old athlete's. Her secret? The Maillard reaction from slow roasting increases pectin's bioavailability, while cinnamon adds lactobacillus-boosting cinnamaldehyde. Contrast this with her processed food-devouring grandson Pierre, whose microbiome DNA tests reveal pectin-starved bacteria cannibalizing his gut lining's mucus layer. Apple's prebiotic power amplifies through symbiosis. The fruit's quercetin, concentrated in skins, acts as a bacterial chaperone. University of Copenhagen researchers found it helps Faecalibacterium prosnitzii metabolize pectin 40% more efficiently. Traditional pairings prove prescient. Swiss muesli combines apples with yogurt, the pectin-feeding probiotics. Pennsylvania Dutch apple butter with rye bread creates a fermentation synergy where cereal lignans activate pectin's cancer-protective effects. Industrialization nearly ruined this natural pact. Post-World War II orchards bred apples for sweetness over fiber. Red Delicious lost 40% of its pectin content between 1960 to 2000. The waxing process, invented to mimic fresh-picked gloss, trapped pectin degradation. But heritage varieties stage a comeback. Arkansas black apples contain pectin levels rivaling citrus peel, while Siberian Malus sieversii, the apple's wild ancestor, offers 3x more gut-boosting galacturonic acid than supermarket varieties. Modern medicine harnesses apple pectin's talents in unexpected ways. Chernobyl survivors took pectin supplements to bind radioactive isotopes. A 2004 Belarusian study showed 62% reduction in cesium-137 absorption. Oncologists use modified apple pectin, GCS100, to slow prostate cancer by blocking galectin-3 proteins. Even COVID long haulers find relief. A 2023 Italian trial found pectin-rich apple fiber improved gut barrier function in 78% of patients with lingering GI issues. Cultural wisdom often precedes science. The Welsh tradition of apple bobbing, biting submerged apples, may have boosted children's immunity through increased akkermansia levels from skin pectins. Japanese ringo no hoshi, dried apple rings, used in Buddhist temple cuisine create concentrated prebiotic snacks. Appalachian midwives placed apple peels in birthing rooms. Modern analyses show the airborne pectin esters act as mild sedatives while seeding newborns' microbiomes through airborne bacterial exchange. The gut-brain axis reveals apple's hidden talents. Korean researchers found adolescents eating 2 apples daily had 30% lower anxiety scores. Pectin-derived butyrate increases BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Parkinson's studies show apple pectin slows alpha-synuclein aggregation in mouse guts before brain symptoms appear. Even the act of apple picking may contribute. A 2025 Nature study links orchard soil microbes, *Penicillium * species on fallen apples, to enhanced gut diversity through airborne spore inhalation. Climate change reshapes apples' prebiotic profile. Drought-stressed apples produce thicker pectin as cellular antifreeze. Utah orchards now yield fruits with 20% higher soluble fiber. Floating apple farms in Bangladesh's floodplains use water stress to boost pectin naturally, while Dutch engineers grow saltwater-tolerant apples in coastal greenhouses, their pectin structure altered to feed halophilic gut bacteria. From the poisoned apple in fairy tales, historians link it to ergot-infected medieval apples. To the apple of discord in Greek myth, humanity projected fears onto this fruit. Yet modern science confirms apple's original prescription, not magic, but microbiota management. The next time you bite into an apple, consider you're not just eating fruit. You're swallowing a 30-million-year-old prebiotic pact between flowering plants and gut bacteria, a symbiotic dance perfected before humans walked the earth. The pectin now coating your intestines carries echoes of Silk Road orchards, Neolithic gatherers, and the microbial alchemists in your colon, all conspiring to prove that sometimes the simplest solutions grow on trees.